What's good, everybody? Welcome into another episode of the Power 2 podcast. As always, I'm your host, Jordan. I'm here with my co-hosts, Dante and DJ.
What's up, y'all?
Hey.
How was your
Not funny.
Christmas?
Was it? Oh, yes, Christmas did happen. Christmas was fabulous, filled with family, friends, and fun.
Okay. How was Cleveland? Hey, boy, your nephew wasn't fucking around with them gifts, boy.
What happened?
Dante
Yeah.
posted a video of his nephew opening a present. Boy, he was not playing.
Right,
He opened that.
attacked it. He attacked it like a rabid dog. Like,
Oh, wow.
It's like you see them videos where like people be like telling their dog to like sit and they like holding the food over their nose and then they tell them to eat and the dog go crazy. That was him over that gift. It was hilarious. That boy was ready
he
for
was
it.
growling and just ripped it apart, bruh. I was cracking up laughing. It was Christmas was cool. Cleveland was nice. Like I got to
Y'all
see
get
my
snow?
nephews. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
It just
It was
snowed up
started
80
here.
snowing
degrees
today.
here.
Okay. We got snow a couple of days ago, but it wasn't on Christmas.
It was fully 80 degrees. The temperature dropped last night about 60 degrees in one night. So now it's 20. But literally
Okay,
yesterday,
that's actually cold. 20
it
is
was
actually
80.
cold. You did walk in here in a sweater and a hat. I thought it was a fashion statement. I was
No,
just
it's
like,
cold.
fuck it.
It's actually cold outside. It's
Yeah.
actually cold.
That's the same thing happened. It was 60 on Sunday. It is now 20 degrees here. So,
Yep. Global
mhm.
warming is doing her big one right now.
Hey,
all
crazy.
into the end of the year.
Yeah.
Scary
All right.
times.
So this is going to be a crazy way to open the show. And I don't know if niggas is in the mood for it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I was watching a movie,
Dear.
right? Hold on,
Oh,
it's not
God,
that bad.
okay.
I was watching a movie, right? And I was literally just talking to my wife about this before we started. All right, so let me tell you, this is going to be quick. Let me give you the setup, all right? Your mom and dad are bank robbers. Your mom's a
Oh,
shot caller,
okay.
right? Mom and dad rob a bank, dad dies, mom goes to jail, right? Mom
Oh.
is in jail for 12 years. This matters, 12 years. In the wake of her going to jail, you now rob banks at her discretion. She's in jail, living it up because she's a shot caller, living her best life, doing what she got to do, whoop-de-woo, sending you on bank jobs because that's, she's matriarch of the family. If you did a bank job, she sent you on a bank job. It was supposed to be the bank job that would retire you, $10 million. You successfully pull it off. A whole bunch of people die, but they didn't catch you. You get away. Would you essentially turn yourself in to spend the rest of your life in prison so your mom doesn't die in prison? Mom is like sick. She has like a month left to live, maybe a couple weeks. You try to get her out. You pay a nigga $300,000 to get her bail. He denies it. She is going to die in prison. So your choices are, you either run forever with all this money that you made, or knowing that you're a criminal, you turn yourself in. Basically like, hey, if you let my mama out of jail and let us go on this little car ride around the block, I'll let you arrest me. Are you letting your mama die in prison?
Yes.
It just clicked. It just clicked like I knew what her answer was gonna be. But
Yeah. This
Yes.
is the wrong group. What if you loved your mom? Well, sorry, that's not the way I say that. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. I was trying to take it out of personal life. In this scenario, you and your mom have a great relationship. Like you and your
The
mom
answer
best
is
friends.
still yes.
All right, cool. Dante, are you running with your M's? Or are you about to go basically replace her place? You gonna be the shot caller in prison, but you in prison for the rest of your life. So your mom, because like y'all killed police officers in this bank robbery. If they catch you, it's done. But essentially, you're
I'm
turning
dying.
yourself in.
Wait,
You're
hold
turning
on.
yourself in.
Wait, no,
It's either because they didn't.
what's going to end up happening is they're definitely going to kill me. I am not
But
going
they
to
didn't
spend the
catch
rest
you
of my life in prison.
initially.
Right. So if I go to jail, if I go to get my mom out of prison, they're going to kill me. I killed police officers.
So you're gonna be like, hey, I turn myself in if you let my mom out of prison. She lets him out, and then you go out suicide by cop. So your mom doesn't die. Both of y'all basically just die. Is your answer?
Or I get to my mom put me in a whole industry that I didn't sign up for, and
Yeah.
now I made it out, and she didn't.
Yeah.
She's gonna die anyway.
Yeah,
Like, what am I-
she has a month max, couple weeks.
I love you, Mom.
Okay, we can start the show. The reason
I'm
why I
going
asked
to
is
Cabo.
listen. The reason why I asked is I
See you on the
just
flip
watched
side,
this.
girl.
I swear to God, I just watched this movie. It just happened. That was the ending of the movie. But the crazy part is, his mom gets out of jail. She gets in the car and she dies immediately. He barely puts the car in park, and she dies.
And that's why I'm not going to all the
And
effort.
now
Clearly, she's sick as
his
hell.
jail.
And that's also proves
She
how
was.
selfish and childish my mama is, because she was just keeping alive just to walk outside. Just to walk outside.
You put me in a life of crime,
is
and then I got to
insane.
spend the rest of my life in prison because you didn't want to die in jail, where you
Like,
spent the
girl,
last
bye.
12
I'm not
years.
doing that.
That you made,
Everything is your fault
and again,
anyway. The
you
fact
put
that I'm
me
even
in this
talking to
situation.
you.
The fact that I'm in this situation is your fault, because you pushed me, you made me be a part of this. I'm out of here. I'm going to live my life in some other country with 10 million American dollars.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to know. But that's how the movie ended. I said, I don't know if that's
And what
realistic, but it's
is this?
fine. It's called Ida Red. It's a decent movie. It's not like a great movie. Like, if you decide to watch it, which is crazy because I just told you the ending. If you decide to watch it, don't be like, Jordan recommended this movie. He said it was so good. I liked it. But it's like your standard action movie. It's like, is it good? Yes. But is it like the best movie you've ever seen?
No, of course.
Yeah.
It's your standard action movie. You know what I'm saying? Have either of you seen The Town?
No.
Okay. If you've seen The Town, I was like, it's kind of like The Town, but a little bit worse. The Town's really good. It has Ben Affleck in it, and they rob banks too.
I love Ben Affleck. One of my favorite Ben Affleck movies is Gone Girl. I love that movie.
Well, yeah,
that movie was
totally
crazy.
different. Ben Affleck is robbing banks in this one.
Oh well.
Yeah.
That
you know what
also
else is out of
works.
here? USC Notre Dame's out of here because I don't know whose fault it is, because they're both blaming each other. Lincoln Riley is on record saying that it's Notre Dame's fault. Notre Dame is hinting that it's USC's fault.
Well,
I don't know whose fault it actually is, but essentially they didn't re-sign the deal to play their annual rivalry.
I am going to blame Notre Dame, because you've already come out in public and denied a bowl game. Your fault. Your fault. No one believes you. Oh well.
Yeah. Wait, who are your witnesses?
You could have been eating a giant cookies and cream Pop-Tart, but because you want to be bitches.
Which was a great bowl game. Like,
man, it was really good.
10 out of 10.
Really
We're
good
getting there.
Really good game.
We're getting there. 10 out of 10 though.
Yeah, so that's the thing with Notre Dame. It was funny because, again, Notre Dame was a quote unquote victim, and people liked them for all of like 2 minutes, and then they had to Notre Dame it up and not go to the bowl game. Now everyone hates them again. And to Dante's point, we don't know whose fault it is, but it's just easy to blame Notre Dame. USC's in a conference. You can't like Lincoln Riley may or may not be ducking smoke, but you can't say he's entirely ducking smoke because he's in the Big Ten. Like he's in a conference. Y'all are not in a conference. Nobody knows what happens in the back meeting rooms. All we know is y'all didn't sign the deal.
Like, I don't even like Lincoln Riley, and it's just because you literally came out and already denied a bowl game. There's no way I can believe you were like, yeah, we want to play. You already said no, and you already blamed the players. If the players didn't want to play in one bowl game, why would they all of a sudden want to play in another?
Well, this isn't a bowl game. This is their annual.
This is their rivalry.
That plays every year.
What's it called? It's some Jewish, right? No, it's some Irish.
It's not
What's
Jewish.
it called? The cerulean
The golden
cup?
shillelagh.
Yeah, that.
The golden shillelagh.
Yeah, the ukulele. That's what we're talking about.
Or the jeweled shillelagh, because there's two of them, and I don't know which one's golden and I don't know which one's jeweled, but it's something shillelagh.
Well, it's Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego is what they're doing, and they're now talking about they don't want to do it no more, which is perfectly fine. But if you think I'm going to believe that this is not Notre Dame's fault, please. This is fully Notre Dame's fault. This is fully Notre Dame's fault.
Jewish.
I'm sorry.
Because I was like, what?
I don't know what it's called. It's called the Timothy Chalamet or whatever. I don't know.
Not even a little bit.
Timothy Chalamet. Whatever.
Well,
we're talking about that though, basically.
the golden shillelagh or the jeweled shillelagh. One of the shillelaghs is not happening no more.
Right.
And honestly,
the golden kitchen sink, whatever.
What probably happened is that neither one of them wanted to play it, but like, it's easy to blame Notre Dame until we have proof that it wasn't there.
I feel like this is just a byproduct of the big issue right now with the whole scheduling versus your spot in playoffs versus whatever. Notre Dame obviously has to be more careful because they're not in a conference, all that, yada, yada, yada. So I just feel like That's
And
also
why
coming
would
from
they?
Go ahead. Sorry.
And to your point, why would they sign up to play a hard game
A hard game,
when
exactly.
they just got out the playoffs?
Exactly.
So,
So to me, I feel like the other reason why I would blame Notre Dame for this is because they have to be a lot more careful with their schedule than USC does. Why would they
Jewel
add a game
Shillelagh.
one when they can? Because if I'm being honest, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot more college football schedules, especially from those higher level teams that were on the cusp of making it to the playoffs, being like full blown cakewalks, at least for a couple of years until they make that
well,
something that they can do. So
hmm.
that's where I'm at on that. But I love that Lincoln Riley is calling it out. I'm a very big fan of coaches saying more than just hot air in the media. So I'm a very big fan of them being like, listen, catch me outside. How about that? Like, yes. And catch them outside. How about that? Like, I live for it because it's kind of the same thing with JJ Redick talking about the Lakers. Like, this is not working. So I'm a fan of coaches talking.
It was
shit in the media.
working, and some old man came back.
Anyways,
This is not an NBA podcast.
we're not.
You right.
We're not.
You
we're
right.
not
You right.
doing
We're not there yet. We're not there yet. My bad. My
Oh
bad.
dear. Oh dear. In other news, Michigan hired their coach faster than Penn State did. And
Barley.
he
Much
is, what's his
faster.
name? Kyle, what's his face? Kyle
Whittingham.
Yeah, that's his name. Apparently he's super religious or something like that. He's like a complete 180 from
Is
what
it?
Not
the-
freaky, loves football.
period. And that's what we need in the coaching industry these days. Stop fucking students and just focus on
And
the
he
ball.
don't. He hasn't
Pause.
used. He hasn't used his.
They're not even.
He ain't used his
they're
social
not even
media
a
in like
sh-
15 years. He is.
See,
golden.
that's the real one until it's time to recruit because these kids are stupid
Because
and love to
you do need
retweet.
to get on Instagram for that. But
They're not even ashamed. Lincoln Riley keeps posting weird pictures of women, and we don't know who these women are. To be honest with you, like one of them was just like just legs, just legs.
oh please,
And like a sunset. Like she was clothed. It was like they went on a fucking hike. Don't know if it was his wife or not. It was literally just someone in yoga pants, just legs, like from behind, and like you could see like the sun.
legs
and
from
shit.
behind. Oh my.
And it was just like no, not even no ass. It was just legs.
Well,
and
there's
then
a
the
white
next
lady,
picture,
I'm sure, so there is no ass.
it wasn't in the frame.
Oh.
Is what I mean. But it was
I
just
still said
legs
what I said.
and the sun. Listen. And then the next one, like a day or two later, he just posts a picture of these 4 white girls that he was supposedly doing yoga with. And it's like, my brother in Christ, stop.
That's not Christ.
Honestly,
That's my brother
I-
in demonhood. That is not Christ.
My
Don't tell
sibling
them
in
that.
religion. My sibling in
My
religion. I
brother
need
in
you to
Hades is what you meant.
I need you to understand that. Like, read the fucking room. Like,
My cousin in
Like-
purgatory is actually a better relationship.
Like,
bro, what are you doing? Like, why are we just? And now it's like, you know what? If I was his wife, I'd be asking him, like, you cheating on me? Because, like, what are these women doing yoga? Like,
she not asking that. You know how much money and
Money he's
time
making?
time
Child.
he doesn't spend at home? I don't think she cares.
I feel like
And
she is living for him
divorce
being out
money
of her
is
hair.
crazy.
Well, she clearly don't care that much because he been doing shit like this forever. It is an open secret that he be up inside them sorority houses,
I
and we're
am
not
living
we're
in
not
hell
famous
right
yet,
now.
so we can say that because nobody can sue us. Like it's you know.
Nah.
I might be able to get sued. I have a video going viral on TikTok right now. I might get sued.
This one.
We'll talk about that later.
Well, I don't know what to tell you about that one. I'm not gonna be sued
Wow. Okay.
because these freaky frogs in the coaching industry.
Freaky Frogs is crazy. But anyways, Michigan has a coach. And so
Yeah.
now is every pretty much big coaching job that's open filled at this point?
Yeah, I think so.
believe so. So that concludes one of the most volatile coaching cycles that we've ever seen in college
Oh,
football.
man, he
Stay
had to
tuned for
kneel
next year
down to
when-
take this picture.
I'm crying.
The only way it can be more
Him looking up
volatile.
the photo is crazy when I'm trying to close out the topic.
I had to. The only way the coaching cycle can be more volatile is if what does that mean? If Marcus Freeman accepts an NFL job, because supposedly the Giants and a couple of people are really high on him, but as we all know, the NFL coaching cycle doesn't start for a couple of weeks
Yeah.
because they're still playing. So
Well,
then it might get crazy again.
let's get crazy.
All right, here's the
Get
last
up and
one, just so y'all know that
dance
I'm
like a
not. Just so you'll know I'm
swing,
not lying about him being a freaky frog.
I'm scared.
So let's move on. DJ,
Yes. That's
How
my
did you
name.
feel about the Pop-Tarts Bowl?
I fell asleep in the middle of it, but I think it was just because I was tired.
Lincoln.
But other than that, I think it was just because I was just tired in general. I'm not gonna lie, I'm mad because I missed most of the pomp and circumstance prior to the bowl, so I did miss the seductive stripping of the foil packages, which I was very upset about.
What?
Oh,
I
you don't
did
know
miss
did
about the
that?
beginning? You don't know about the beginning?
I
When
don't
they-
Yes,
pay
it's like a
attention.
full thing.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
they
when
had
they-
a Hall of Fame ceremony where they gave out gold jackets for the fallen Pop-Tarts for previous bowls. It was a whole
That's
thing.
funny.
It was a whole thing. I saw that on the
See,
Instagrams.
I don't really get into the Pop-Tarts Bowl thing. Like, I respect it because I'm
Oh,
glad they're putting
it's
in
perfect.
effort, but like, I
Nah,
don't really
you
pay
gotta-
attention to it.
You
It's not
gotta
really
You
mine.
have
watch
to
the
get into
whole
it.
spectacle.
It's
Go back and
literally
watch bro.
brilliant. It's brilliant. So my favorite things about the bowl have nothing to do with the football. I'm going to get to that in a second. My favorite thing about the bowl, number one, was that they sprinkled the end zones as well as the sideline. Love the upgrade. They also sprinkled the helmets. I do think the helmets could have been sprinklier, but that's just my own personal opinion. I like the stripe of sprinkles. I want full sprinkle. I want the uniforms covered in sprinkles at this point. Like, let's just do the whole thing. Cover the
Okay,
pants
hold
in
on.
sprinkles. Give them
Hold on.
sprinkled cleats.
Hold-
Do it
whoa,
all. That's where I'm at
whoa.
on it.
Cleats,
Or
I give
actually
you.
ask each
Cleats,
player
I'll
their
give you.
favorite Pop-Tart flavor and give them a patch on their uniform of their favorite Pop-Tart flavor. Like, we got to get into it. You see
Okay.
where I'm going with that?
Not
Like, we
you.
got to
You
get
don't give
into
a
it.
you don't give a fuck about the equipment person. Like, god damn.
No. So-
they do gotta sew that shit on.
Bro, they're making new uniforms anyways. What the fuck? Like, just add a patch. They're doing new uniforms any fucking way. So anyway, I also
Just
loved
sprinkle the whole sport. Just
sprinkle everything.
Crazy.
I want sprinkle on the yard lines. I want sprinkles everywhere. But anyways, not where it's like
So much
overstimulating, obviously.
sprinkle.
That sounds overstimulating.
It really does.
Anyways,
It really does.
Shout out to the Georgia Tech head coach who wore the sprinkle pullover. I do appreciate that because the BYU head coach was not wearing sprinkles, and he
Can
lost
you buy
points to
this?
me with
Can
that.
you buy this pullover?
You can buy it, but not with the branding, like the team branding. You can only buy it like Pop-Tarts Bowl branded. What else? Oh,
That's
and then
enough.
what else? What else did I love? Oh, wasn't a fan of either of the broadcasters. I'm not gonna lie. I almost muted the game because they were getting on my nerves that bad with their commentary. Like, they were just talking about shit that was just not relevant. It was actually starting to piss me off. Then Booger McFadden is talking about going to Magic City in Atlanta. Like, it was just too much going
Hey.
on.
He did say that.
Have you
He
been
did
to
say
Magic
that.
City in Atlanta? I would talk about it too.
Oh, it was too much going on.
Them wings, brother.
Oh my god! I thought they was lying. I swear to
thought they
God.
were.
I swear to God, I thought
was like,
they was lying.
hyping this shit out of these wings for no reason, and then I had 30. Like,
Smooth, just a smooth. You know, like nothing
a
too
smooth
crazy.
30,
you
you
know? Not too many.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't act
then-
outside myself.
Crying. But then the football itself finally did start to entertain me, and I was full-blown screaming by the end. Like, I was so excited. I loved every second of it, the fourth quarter at least, because for a second,
Fourth quarter
I did get
was really
tired. I'm not
good.
going to lie.
Fourth quarter was.
But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I still stand on the fact that BYU should have been in the playoffs. And that's just where I'm at on that.
Well,
Really,
I don't
Georgia
know.
Tech should have also been there, but that's a whole other thing I can't get
yeah.
into.
Well, that one is their
That's a
fault.
whole other thing I can't get into
That
because
is
that's
their
actually
fault,
Georgia
yeah.
Tech's fault. BYU
Yeah.
is just not the right brand, and I'm not fucking with that.
Yeah. Well, BYU scored 15 points in the fourth quarter to come back and win that game after Georgia Tech was up 21-10.
Yep.
It was just a fun game.
It was fun.
Bear Bachmeyer, who I'm pretty sure is
What
a
kind
true
of name
freshman.
is that, first of
He's-
all?
Come on.
Why did you
like-
name your child Bear?
All
Really?
of them have
I
interesting
don't- all the
They
names.
all got
And then
names.
also-
That whole Bachmeyer siblings have interesting
And
names.
then also, and this is just me being annoying, why are you number 47?
His
You
name
are
is
the quarterback.
his name is
Why are
Bear.
you number 47?
He's just doing
Out
stuff.
of every
He's just,
number between 1 and 100.
he's just doing
Between
stuff.
0 and 100, actually. Double
No.
0.
Hey.
7.
Hey, it's got to be.
I thought he was a
something
running
behind
back for the whole first quarter. I was like,
not
why
the way
is
he
the
was
running
throwing
back?
that ball. He ended
it.
up.
There
he
are
ended up with
worse names. They are.
Yeah, he ended up with 325 passing yards in the comeback. He had a good game. It was honestly, it was a fun game. Like, this was a game of like two pretty like evenly matched opponents who clearly wanted to win the game. Like, and I say
Oh,
this
yeah.
all the time. You all agree with me. Hopefully, people that listen agree as well. the bowl games still matter, even if they matter for the people, and you can not Notre Dame, but you can see that they matter. Like fucking BYU, he may not have
them.
won. He may not have worn the sweater, but BYU's head coach was like love bombing Pop-Tarts all week. He was talking about.
Yeah, I saw that.
He said I've tried every single flavor that they brought. He said people was looking at me weird because I was doing double Pop-Tarts with different flavors, which is freaky.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
We're doing
That's
lot.
a step. He said try, but no. Like, and like, what were the flavors? Like, were the flavors at least complimentary? Like, because
No, he was out here doing cherry and chocolate chip, probably.
Like, ugh. Like, don't tell me you were doing frosted strawberry and fucking
hot fudge sundae.
Like, yeah, that's crazy.
Actually,
that's crazy.
strawberry and hot fudge sundae actually sounds like a bop.
Dante, what?
What did Dante say?
What?
Huh?
Dante, no, you got it.
I said when somebody's getting cooked for something you agree with, you gotta just...
All right, so hear me out. You want to have to explain this because there's 2 Pop-Tarts in a pack. So to do this, you're opening 2 separate packs.
Uh-huh.
Are you then eating 4 Pop-Tarts?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
And what flavors are you mixing?
And I'm toasting all 4.
Oh, they have to be toasted.
What flavors are you mixing?
Am I mixing flavors?
Okay. No. Dante's actively mixing flavors. I need to know what flavors.
Are you mixing? Oh, you actually do this. Okay, go ahead.
The answer is yes. I've done like strawberry and blueberry. I've done that.
Oh, okay. That's like mixed berry.
My bad. All right, I'm glad you have it. My fault. I'm the problem.
This guy. He's like, ew, berries go together, nigga.
Blueberry Pop-Tarts are gross.
They are gross by themselves. I will give you that.
By themselves, but when you take another one,
he said, and smoosh them
and make a sandwich.
A sandwich is nuts, please.
I'm trying to think because it's been a very long time since I've done this. I haven't had a Pop-Tart in years. I've done s'mores and something else.
Oh,
they had like this salted caramel flavor at one point. It's not like all the time, but like I've done that and I've done cinnamon and then s'mores.
Interesting.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like cinnamon and chocolate together.
I don't like the s'mores Pop-Tarts.
And I don't like either one of those, the brown sugar or the... If I'm being honest, I only like the strawberry one. I know. I'm an original girly.
Sugar,
I only like the strawberry one. I also like the cookies, the cookie dough one. The cookie dough one is
I've done the brown sugar too with that. It's just...
the brown sugar cinnamon is too sweet to me. Yeah, it's not my fave.
I might try the cookie dough if I ever get
the cookie dough is
Pop-Tart.
Fine.
Like
it's
I will
fine.
say the entire time watching that bowl game, I was like, "Fuck, I could go for a Pop-Tart."
Pop-Tart,
it is great fucking branding.
It is like,
great
wow,
fucking branding.
I could taste the sprinkles.
Go for
I can taste the frosting right now. I'm getting into it. I will say though, no tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. They played that one of them commercials way too fucking much. There was one commercial they played at every break, and it was the first commercial. I can't think of what it is. It was like them like grilling Pop-Tarts, or it has something to do with like tailgating. I don't know.
Yeah,
that commercial was played entirely too many times. But I do love, and this I feel like it only happens in a Pop-Tart bowl, where you actually get branding that extends outside of the game, and you get extra commercials that have been produced specifically for this broadcast during that time, which I can appreciate. One thing I've been seeing that's been trending on the Twitters, and I don't know if y'all have been seeing it, is they asked like, what is a bowl game that should exist that doesn't? And these people are not going to get paid for these great ideas, and so they should stop sharing them. But there have been some fantastic ideas of like bowls that should exist. 2 of my favorites. The first one being the Whata Bowl, sponsored by Whataburger. Obsessed. Love it. Orange and white striped like field. Get into it. And then like all the guys get like burgers at the end or whatever the case is. Love that.
If we talking food, you have to start with You have to start with Popeyes in Louisiana.
So then we can't get the bear and since it is around the Christmas time, that would actually work.
Yes. And I thought those 2 ideas were my favorite.
Bring a polar bear on the field.
Seriously. Because the tax layer bowl, what are these guys getting? Are they getting like IRS tax
violent
cuts?
creatures?
He said, bring a polar bear to the field and leave it there.
Oh my God.
Have a penguin on the sideline.
They
That's much safer. That's much safer.
But yeah, and then they
bring the polar bear.
I just love that Pop-Tarts is pulling out the concepts of like there's so much more that you could do with this. You can lean so much further into this. I love that they put the People's Championship on the t-shirts that they gave the players and the coaches. Chef's kiss. I love it. I'm obsessed.
If he's talking about
I wanna-
Popeyes, we could do the KFC ball in Kentucky.
Ew.
You've got to do the
Who still
KFC
eats
bowl, and then they
KFC?
get one
So
giant
many
bucket of
people.
chicken. Please, like, we're not being
First
creative
of all,
enough.
first of all, you were not this excited about the Popeyes one, and now I have questions about what chicken you eat on your own time. Is it KFC or
Popeyes.
Pop? Okay, I'm just because you
I
there
haven't
was
had
this,
a piece
this
of
energy.
But
this
KFC
energy
is
wasn't
known for the chicken
behind-
buckets. Popeyes isn't
but-
known for buckets of
hey,
chicken.
Hey, I just wanted to.
I
I
just
just had to
saying-
double.
I'm
I
talking
just had
about
to
for
double
the
back.
branding purposes,
I just had to
Negro.
double back.
I'm just saying, for the branding
and-
purposes.
Yes, and for the branding purposes, the loser has to eat them biscuits.
The loser eating the biscuits is
No honey.
actually
No
unhinged.
honey.
No honey is worse.
Throw the biscuits at them as they leave the field.
Y'all be
Wow,
exaggerating
not
them
throwing hockey
biscuits,
pucks
dog.
at the players.
Y'all be exaggerating them biscuits,
first of
dog.
all, I smack them every time. Like, what are we talking about? I still eat them, but like the biscuit with no honey, it's a little dry.
I mean,
Come on,
there's
like,
lots of dry biscuits around. That is very true.
Yeah, hey.
As I also believe that KFC biscuit.
I buy like
is
4 whenever I go to
horrific.
Popeyes. So.
I want to be clear here that I do not eat this, but I think the
Mhm.
branding would be fun.
Uh-huh.
I need the Kraft mac and cheese bowl.
Kraft mac and cheese bowl, giving them a big old bowl of
Like-
mac and cheese. I love it.
I
The
feel
bowl of
like
beans
that's
from Boca
been a
Raton,
thing
I was
before.
obsessed.
I
Has
feel like
it?
that's been a bowl before.
I
don't
feel
know.
like, I don't know. Well, we need it again, and we need noodles on the sideline.
I need the Longhorn Steakhouse bowl. Every
All the bowls need to
everybody
be
get them
food themed.
biscuits. first of all,
All the
someone
bowls
actually,
need to be food themed.
someone actually said this on Twitter. They said every bowl needs to be something that you can get in the aisle at the grocery store. Don't nobody want no fucking taxes bowl.
Tax Slayer bowl.
Don't
What
nobody
is
want
that?
the bad. Unless you're giving out lawnmowers, we don't want the bad boy mowers bowl.
Goodyear bowl. Why are there
no-
no tires?
Like you can have the Goodyear
Hey,
bowl, but they all
hey.
need tires. Come
Everybody
on,
get
bro.
tires.
at the end.
I got tires for Christmas. It was a great Christmas gift. Like, but if you gonna do it,
Period.
you gotta commit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's easier to commit to food items too because it just adds to like the pageantry of it all. Like,
yeah.
where does the pageantry come in if it's the like
hold on.
if it's
if
the
we,
fucking
and you
I don't know bowl of whatever? Like, it's not
Mhm.
fun. Like, it's not fun if it's not either a
The
beverage
second
brand.
rate mortgage bowl. What the
That's
fuck
what I'm
am
saying.
I
Like,
doing?
oh, they're all
Nobody
gonna get
can even buy
mortgage
a house
advice.
right
Like,
now.
what's going on?
There's a
got a
whole
great one.
generation who
I got
has
a
to
great
cross
one.
over before we can afford a house.
the Sony PlayStation Bowl, and since
Bring
hold
it
on,
we need
back.
that back.
Hold on, right, and then since we've been doing this whole thing where Nickelodeon has been having like their characters and stuff playing in the game on a different channel,
But
Sony,
Disney, yeah.
no, it's been Nickelodeon and Disney,
Nickelodeon is doing it too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've only seen Mickey Mouse Duncan. I have not seen SpongeBob do
Oh
shit.
no, football. They're doing it in football in the NFL.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
I've only seen
So
Mickey
we
Mouse
do
Duncan.
that.
SpongeBob is all over the NFL.
We take all the big name Sony characters from their exclusive games, and they're
Spider-Man,
and
God
they're
of War,
playing in the game.
I
and
love
Far
it.
Cry,
I love it.
Everybody
Uncharted.
gets a
When I
PlayStation.
say my nieces and nephews were going insane over the Disney basketball that was happening on Christmas Day, like they were living for the Disney basketball. So I love that idea. I feel like also we just need to get away from brands that don't have recognizable products. Like they need to be recognized because again, it doesn't have to necessarily be food, but like the American Eagle Bowl, like I'm here for that. Like if it's
The
like a
anime
clothing or an
bowl.
apparel brand bowl, I'm here for that. Or even like a celebrity,
The
like
Demon Slayer bowl would go crazy.
No,
even
no,
like
no,
with
not
Snoop
just
Dogg.
one anime. Can't do
Just
one.
the anime
and the
bowl?
anime
Just
bowl,
the whole
whatever,
thing?
Anime,
the
yeah.
whole
All right,
genre.
all right, all
I would
right,
love a
all
Cartoon
right.
Network bowl. Like bring out motherfucking Ed and Eddie. Like I love it. Like,
Got-
it would
got-
be. We just don't have enough fun branding.
The
And one thing I
Marvels
really
Bowl.
appreciate about the Pop-Tart Bowl is how much they lean into the branding. Somebody else tweeted, and I wanted to hear y'all's thoughts on this. Someone else tweeted that the bowl should be gamified a little bit more, and each bowl should have like a rule. Like one bowl, like you can't kick any field goals, or like another
No.
bowl you can't
Nope,
whatever, and like
nope,
gamify
no,
it more.
No, I don't like that.
And I was
No,
like, that's kind of
I
funny.
want-
This is
I-
not
no,
the Pro
that's-
Bowl.
Yeah. See, and that right there is how the NFL and the NBA fucking lost their marbles when it came to the, no. Give me real football. Just do the other shit outside.
He's
You
like,
can
"Give me
you
real
can
football."
you can dunk people and things. You can throw biscuits at people. You can, but for
Why are we
60
throwing
minutes.
biscuits?
Because the loser got to get something.
Girl, throwing biscuits is actually crazy. I was just wondering about that because I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I would enjoy it in certain contexts, but I don't feel like it needs to be every bowl. Like, I feel like, to your point, it has to be like a completely separate situation that's not a bowl game. But anyways, watch the bowl games, guys. They're fun. Speaking of bowl games.
You know what else is fun? The SEC hasn't won a single bowl game yet.
Okay, can we talk about that? Because I meant to bring that up. Oh my gosh, Houston and LSU. Please, because somebody actually posted their like stats, like their information about each team. Houston and LSU are basically evenly matched as far as like their FBS wins, like their number of ranked wins, like all these other things. Like in the last like couple of years, I think they did it like post-COVID. They're basically 1-1. But the way the media would tell it, LSU is this elite team that's just well and far and beyond Houston that they couldn't possibly. The SEC's downfall will be my breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Will be televised. The current conference records up as we have it, the Big 10 is 5-0, the Big 12 is 2-0, the American is 4-3, the ACC is 4-4, the Conference USA is 3-3, MAC is 2-3, Sun Belt is 3-5, the SEC is 2-4, Mountain West is 2-5, Pac-12 is 1-0, and whichever independent team, I think it was UConn. Oh, it was UConn because Notre Dame didn't go to a bowl game. Is 0-1.
Boo.
And then in the college football playoffs, the
Pac-12.
ACC is 1-0. The Big 10 is 1-0.
He did
The
say
SEC
Pac-12.
is two. They still exist. The SEC is 2-2. The
Barely,
AAC is
child, barely.
0-1, and the Sun Belt is 0-1 in the playoffs.
Period.
Yeah, but SEC is this, and this is my favorite thing about bowl season because everyone does the whole SEC dominance thing all through the year, and then the SEC plays non-SEC teams, and at least for the last couple of years, they've been getting smacked up. If Michigan beats Texas, boy, that shit would be so fucking funny. Like that would be so fucking funny.
It would be funny. That's the one I just don't think is going to happen. Texas is doing.
Probably
I don't
not.
think so either, but
Texas,
it would be
Texas
funny.
and Michigan are doing totally opposite. They just lost their coach. Like this.
Yeah. which is why it would be funny. Like that shit would be hilarious.
It would be
I
nuts,
mean,
but
yeah.
Texas has looked like a much better school since when we were
Agreed.
last talking.
Texas
about
is
them,
probably
so.
going to put belt to ass in that one.
They might. Yeah.
So, quick bowl update. We have a couple of bowls, and then we'll lead into our sort of playoff conversation. We have Coastal Carolina versus Louisiana Tech, Tennessee versus Illinois, another chance for the Big Ten to beat the SEC.
Period.
USC versus TCU. I think that's actually going to be a pretty
That's gonna be
good
fun.
game.
That's gonna be good.
Iowa versus Vanderbilt. I
That's
also
gonna be
think
fun
that's
as
going to
well.
be fun. We have Arizona State versus Duke, Texas versus Michigan, Nebraska versus Utah, which is going to be fun,
it's
but
gonna be fun.
slightly less fun because their coach is not there.
Who's Utah's?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, Utah's
yeah.
coach is not there. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
and
so
let
much
me
movement.
see-
I also saw that the quarterback from JMU entered the transfer portal. I'm like, there is a lot
Yeah.
going on. There's been several transfer portal entries, which still goes back to my point from before with G5 talent just inevitably moving up to the Power 4. However, anyway.
Oh, God. Texas State versus Rice, Navy versus Cincinnati, Mississippi State, Wake Forest, Arizona, SMU. Someone on this podcast will be at that game. And
At
that's
the
it.
Snapdragon Stadium, whatever the fuck that is, because they renamed
Hey.
it. I don't know what it was before,
Hey.
but
Speaking of Snap, the Snapple Bowl.
okay, Snapple Bowl. First of all, is Snapple still a thing?
Yes.
Okay, because the way that I haven't seen a
Those
Snapple in
very
at least a
sugary
decade.
drinks are still
First
a thing.
of all,
Yes.
The Arizona Bowl would be lit, like the Arizona.
don't you wanna
iced tea.
Fanta? Don't you wanna
Hey,
like give me
That's
the
why
Fanta
like beverage
Bowl? Like,
companies get into it,
stop
like the
playing.
Seattle Coffee Bowl. Like, what is going
Well,
on?
well,
Seattle's best
that
coffee bowl. Come on. Because I don't want the Starbucks bowl or the Dunkin' Donuts bowl. Like, no. Let's get like a more niche coffee brand. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, they should.
But
pay us for all
everybody
these
gets
ideas.
donuts. Oh, the Krispy Kreme bowl.
Krispy Kreme. What? Hot donuts for everybody in the stadium? They were serving Pop-Tart nachos at the stadium
That's
for the Pop-Tart Bowl.
insane.
It was like, it was dessert nachos. It was dessert nachos, y'all. Oh my God, relax. It was dessert nachos.
Oh,
What point do we go
Big
too far?
Mama, yo.
We never go too
are.
far. What do you mean?
Big Mama,
That's the
yo,
whole
are.
point.
There is no too far. There's no too far.
That's the whole point. I'm sorry. Like, you don't piss me off. That is so brilliant to go into the concessions and say we're gonna have an exclusive concession item for this bowl. Shut up. That's brilliant. I don't want to hear it. If I don't get something special at the Arizona Bowl, if I don't get something special at the Holiday Bowl, I'm gonna be pissed.
You
If
gonna
there's
get
not something with fucking
Snapdragon.
sprinkles or snowflakes on it, I'm gonna be irritated.
You're in California. There's definitely not gonna be no snowflakes.
They can't give me a little. They can't give me a little cocoa with a little snowflake sprinkle. Come on,
shaved ice.
Oof, I do.
it's the
I
holiday bowl.
do. I do hate to tell you, the Snapdragon is a microchip.
Yeah, it's like a tech company. Yeah,
It's in CPU and it's in games. It's an AI engine in like games and stuff like that.
well,
And Wi-Fi 7 and stuff. It's like a chip. So.
yes, we knew that it had nothing to do with anything fun. It's a tech company in San Diego that's fork found in kitchen. Anyway,
Yeah. What can you do?
anyway, speaking of bowls, we
College
have
football
some
playoff.
very important bowls coming up because they made it. Okay, also, I'm sorry, before we get into this, I really would like to discuss why there were no playoff games at any point this week when there was a fully blacked out day called Christmas Eve where some of those games could have been happening.
Because all
They're
this
scared of the
stuff happens
NFL.
Fuck the NFL, they weren't playing on Christmas Eve either.
Well,
And they
This
should
is
have been
always
playing.
been the-
They
this
should have
has
been playing
been
on
the
Christmas Eve
schedule.
because the NBA owns Christmas Day, but I'll get into that a little bit later.
personally, I do disagree with the Christmas Eve thing, only because they should just play on Saturdays like they do all year.
Okay,
Like,
well, the point I'm getting at is
like
we
we
did
shouldn't
not
have
need this
these
extra
these
time
weeks.
in between.
Nobody needs this. Just play on
Just
fucking Saturday.
play the games
week after week, and then give maybe a slightly longer break for the
for the
semifinals,
quarterfinals. Yep,
or
yep,
just
semis,
the
yeah.
whatever. But like it
Yeah.
should be on Saturdays. But they're afraid of the NFL.
That's fucking dumb. But also, the NFL already has 3 fucking days out of the week. Stop playing on Saturday. Stop playing on Saturday. Stop playing on Saturday. Stop playing on Saturday.
But we have extra
Thank you for
games.
coming
We
to my
might
TED
even
Talk.
add another game. We need to play on
Bro,
Saturday.
shut up. And that's why I was saying, I'm like, the only other day that they could take at this point is Tuesdays. But I don't need the NFL on 4 times a week. I actually don't. I actually do not. I actually don't want it on 3 days a week. So
The thing is, they really don't even need to do all that. They could just play more games at 4 o'clock
throughout the week,
Yeah.
throughout the actual week, just add
if you
another
didn't
one.
Put
No,
30, they literally
they
put
only play
27
3 games at
games.
4.
Yeah, it's 3 games at 4, 1 game at night on
At
Sunday,
night,
1
yeah.
game on Monday. That's 5 games. The other 11 games or whatever is
Happen
all at
between
1
12 and
o'clock.
3. Yeah.
They don't got to do that.
That's stupid scheduling. That's why I'm like, I'm sorry. The NFL on Christmas Day.
They could
flop.
have more
Don't do it no more.
Sunday night double headers. Like they could have
True.
more
Sunday
of
night
those.
double headers as well. I agree with that. Or
'Cause
they were
do
doing
it
it
at the
at
end
some
of the
point in
year.
the
They
season.
do it
They had
they
double headers
do-
on Thursdays.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah,
doing like
like,
2
they-
games on Thursdays. They did
they
2
do
games
it
on
throughout
Mondays
the
a couple
year.
times.
Yeah, it's usually beginning of the year is when they do
Yeah.
it, and maybe sometimes at the end, but it's usually.
But my
beginning
thing
of
is,
the year.
just keep doing that. Just have 2 games on Mondays. Have a 7 o'clock and a 9 o'clock game. We're gonna watch both of them if they're worth watching. Like, if you're an NFL fan, you're gonna watch both of them. So why not just, instead of taking another day, just load the schedule in a way that makes fucking sense?
Well, see, and that's where you
Anyways.
lost it, making sense with the NFL.
Oh.
College football playoff is here. We have 4 games to talk about. The first one happening on
New Year's Eve.
standalone New Year's Eve, Ohio State, Miami.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Why do y'all always get this game?
The New Year's
You
Eve
know,
game?
that's a good question because I think we played on Friday.
Yeah, y'all did.
Y'all played on the
Yeah.
New Year's
Y'all
Eve
were New
game
Year's
a
Eve
few
last year
times.
too.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you, dog. I really couldn't. But this game is this is pissing me off for a couple of reasons. I feel like people forgot the 13 games that we watched. Like, I understand that you want to like hype this up and you want to do these sort of things, but like people
I'm lying. Y'all didn't play
are-
on New Year's Eve last year. Y'all played on New Year's Day last year. Y'all were in
Did
the
we?
Rose Bowl last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
People are like more, they're giving Miami such a good chance to win this game, which doesn't make sense if we watched any of these teams play.
Miami,
And
Florida?
they're basically basing it off of the
Miami
fact
of
of the
Ohio
Texas.
would be worse.
the-
So
They're basically basing it off of the Texas A&M game, but so basically Miami is getting SEC bias because they
Oh,
beat an
Lord.
SEC team and like the
Now they're
worst
so
game we've ever
good.
seen.
Yeah.
Now it's like they're like, oh, we think that they can do what they did to Texas A&M to Ohio State, and
No.
then the craziest thing is they're like, well, they could do what Indiana did to Ohio State, which one the
Nah.
values how
Absolutely
good
not.
Indiana is, and
Right.
2 ignores the other 12 games. Like the whole point of the playoffs is that there are 12 of 13 games of film. We've seen at this point everyone playing has played 13 games. because the people with buys played in their conference championship and the people without it played last week. Everyone's played 13 games. We have 13 games of film. If you want
Yes.
to talk about this game and say Miami could win this, that, or the third, which it's tough to believe, but there are like realistic things you could say. But to be like Miami is going to do to like if Miami is going to win this game, it's going to be a shootout, which also then means they have to be the first team all year to score more than 16 points on this defense. Someone is literally on ESPN saying, which defense do you believe in more? The defense that hasn't allowed more than 16 points
the best
all year.
season.
Like literally the record-breaking defense. Like the defense that is breaking Georgia records. Like we've never went into the playoff when Georgia had the number one defense in the country and questioned Georgia's defense.
That's
that's the
crazy.
thing that doesn't make any
There's
sense to me.
1, 2, 3, 4. I might even go 5 or 6 teams with better defenses than Miami in the current playoffs.
Several teams. Several.
And that's the part that's blowing me. And I know like everyone be like, Ohio State fans are crazy, and we are, but like it's things like this. Because it's like when Ohio State fans are like, okay, when we're playing like Alabama or Georgia at their heyday, we don't get the respect that they got. Nobody questioned Georgia when they had the best defense in the country. And they come in. Georgia hasn't had the best defense in the country in 3 years, and people are still crediting their defense over Ohio State, Indiana, and Texas Tech, which are by far the 3 best defenses in the country. Ohio State has the best defense in the country 2 years in a row, and people go on ESPN and say,
Period.
Whose defense do you believe in more? The one that's breaking 70-year-old records. Like, to me, that's not even a question. If you want to say, like, they can confuse the true freshman quarterback, that's football. Okay, maybe he gets confused. If you want to say their first round a defensive end who had 3 sacks in the last game, maybe he gets a bunch, he gets a couple of sacks. Okay, there's film for that. To say stupid shit, like to act like they're gonna be the first team in 2 years to like guard Jeremiah Smith, to act like their defense is on the same level of Ohio State, that shit, it just blows me. Like that doesn't make like, and it's a football game. Just talk about the real things. Like
yeah, like we don't have to be disingenuous.
Texas Tech, we know. I would say Georgia's defense is better than Miami's. Oregon defense is better than Miami's. Bama's defense is better than Miami's.
And that's where you start. That's where you start. Like you get them 6 out the way immediately.
The only other team is literally Ole Miss, which is, I think, has a better defense. Like,
I don't know.
It was a conversation.
I don't know what we're talking about. Like, I don't even. This is why I have nothing to contribute to this, because I personally don't entertain nonsense. That is nonsensical. I'm sorry. Like, also, like, no shade to Texas A&M, but like, they're not. They're not
good. They didn't play any of the right. They didn't play in the SEC. They didn't play one. They
played the lower half of the SEC. Cakewalked their way to the fucking playoffs, which they should not have done. But again, SEC bias, so they're here. Okay, fine, whatever. Because they weren't even in the conference championship. Like, anyway. Texas A&M is not even that goddamn good. That's why that game was an ass off, and that's why I didn't feel like watching it, because also, why are we missing multiple fucking field goals in the game? You think that Miami is going to beat Ohio State?
And that's the other thing. It's like, you can't even say that they played good.
They didn't play well. What are we talking about?
Like they were like super impressive.
Like,
they missed
I can
3
understand
field
if they came,
goals.
if they
Their
just
quarterback
put belt
got
to ass
sacked
and
a bunch of times. Like,
that's what I'm saying. No, if they came in, they put belt to ass, and what's that child's name? What is that child's name?
Carson Beck.
That one. And they were just so fucking good. And it was like, wow, okay, like
they
Miami is not fucking around.
On them.
Cool.
For example, we all watched Oregon beat Ohio State last year, and everyone said Oregon was going to beat Ohio State again, and then Ohio State put belt to ass to Tennessee, and then people said, oh.
Maybe not.
There was proof, and then certain people, like not everyone, because who does that? We also watched the game, but like people were like, okay, maybe this is a different Ohio State team. But that only happened because we watched Ohio State destroy Tennessee. If Miami had done that, then there's a conversation to be had. They crawled, and
they literally had
nice
2 broken
Miami
feet. They were army crawling across the finish line.
Like,
it's nice to see that Miami probably finally broke that curse, whatever it was, and they might be a consistent school in the near future. We'll see. But like,
because I think college football is good when Miami's good.
Oh, yeah. It's exciting. But they're not that good of a school. They're not that good of a team. Like, they're not that good of a team.
And then if Ohio State actually takes this
We're talking about
serious,
Ohio
They should have
State,
just
like
switched it. They should have just switched. It should be Oregon, OSU, Miami, Texas Tech. So now we have an actual conversation with Miami. Maybe
which
because
is
again,
what the
Texas
NFL does.
because Texas Tech's offense isn't as good as their defense.
Right.
That's
And their
it.
offensive line isn't as good, and Miami has but it's just
Yeah, it
like,
has a
so
pretty
for
good
me,
defensive
it
line.
was just blowing me because it's just like, we didn't watch the games. If Ohio State takes this game serious, they're going to blow them out because Miami's just not that good, in my opinion. And then people are going to be surprised that it happened. But it's just, and the other thing that like blows me with this too, is that Ohio State, before they played Indiana, everyone said they were the best team in the country, and that people were predicting them to go undefeated. And that didn't happen because Indiana's also a really good team.
really good.
But Ohio State
Yeah.
had one loss, and now there's shit. That's like, it is very clear that the two best teams in the country are still Ohio State and Indiana. To
It's
go
just
to
weird
Indiana,
that-
because we don't have to keep talking
Speaking
about
on
this.
right, moving on because this is nonsense.
Indiana, Bama.
Right.
How do
Let's
we
talk about a
feel?
game. That's all. Go
Well,
ahead.
I mean, I
think
have
Indiana
winning
is running
this.
all over Bama too. Like I don't see Bama having
Yeah.
really much of a chance in this one.
This would be
To
the
be-
only
to be fair.
upset game I can see happening, and I don't even see it happening.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I don't think Bama's gonna be like bitches about it, but I don't
Right.
think it's about to be like a. Indiana
Bama
is fully
has-
capable of beating Bama.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bama has one way to win this game, in my opinion, and it's
Play
a
perfectly.
throwback performance from Ryan Williams where he has like 200 yards and like 3 touchdowns because he just keeps beating them over the top. Because you can't stop that. Like, and Ryan Williams is very fast, right? So like, I don't know that that's going to happen, but if that happened, then I'm like, okay, this is a game. But like,
They will also have to run
Indiana-
the ball like they did in their last game as well.
and Indiana has one of,
yeah.
if not the best run defense in the country. So
Yeah.
that's tough to
Like,
believe they're
yeah.
going to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think that this is a blowout. I do think that Alabama comes to play. Maybe this is a game where like Indiana pulls away, but I think it's going to be a good first half. I'm interested to see how like Bama handles it. I'm really interested to see how Indiana plays it, knowing that Bama has struggled to run. Like, do they like tempt them to run and just sort of like try like go into the game where they're trying to stop the pass and just see
I
if
think
they
it
can
would.
run the game?
I truly would think it would work because there's been schools that have done that.
Yeah. The one thing that I hope that Bama learned from Ohio State, and I hope Ohio State learned if they play Indiana again, is that Indiana's best defense has 3 linebackers on the field, so you need to make them play in nickel. You need to make them take that third linebacker off the field and play with their slot corner, who is their worst corner. And that's where I say it gets interesting, because I don't know how often they do this, but if they put the slot corner on the field and then they put Ryan Williams in the slot, maybe they can get some big plays that sort of helps them, because Ohio State has amazing wide receivers, but they don't have like the 4-2 guy who like can just blow past it. But the problem with Ryan Williams is he loves to drop the ball. So like, even if that's the game plan, there's no guarantee that it works,
That it goes
because
that way. Yeah.
he has better fingers. He loves to drop the ball. So
very true.
but I am excited about this game, but I think we all sort of agree that we have Indiana in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think my opinion still stands. Like, it's Indiana and Ohio State fighting for the championship in the end. Like, I just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Georgia, Ole Miss.
sorry to those other teams.
Yeah. Do we
And I
give
don't
Ole
give a
Miss
damn about
any
this at all.
chance to upset Georgia? I think they've already played
Yes.
this year and Georgia beat them, but it's hard to beat the same team twice. Again, Ole Miss doesn't have their coach, because their coach is at LSU taking freaky frog pictures and doing yoga with sorority members instead of being at home with his wife and kids.
I thought you said that was Lincoln Riley.
Sorry, no, Lane Kiffin, my bad.
Oh,
Kiffin.
okay.
Oh, that was
Okay.
Lane Kiffin doing that? Oh, dear
Yeah,
Jesus.
my fault. My bad. I didn't mean to
Please,
say that
Lord.
Lincoln Riley was a freaky frog. I don't know. He at least keeps his freakiness inside. Lane Kiffin may be a freaky frog, but I will give him credit that we don't know. I was talking about
He did it again.
Lincoln Riley
Mhm.
may be a freaking frog, but we
Yep.
don't know.
Here we go.
Lane Kiffin is posting pictures with sorority girls doing hot yoga and shit
Oh, dear Jesus.
at the spry young age of like fucking 53.
I was about to look it up. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
I am in hell right now. Yes,
Don't you
Georgia, Ole Miss. I don't give a
worry.
damn about this matchup because neither one of them are making it past the
50.
third round or whatever. Anyway,
And he looks a good 55, but it's 50.
I
What do you
split
mean?
it. I said 52, 53.
He's
I thought
50, but he looks
okay.
55.
Lane Kiffin is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, the nigga's a Taurus. Yeah, he's a freak. He's a freaky frog.
OMG.
He said, well.
He was like, that nigga there, that's a freak.
Nah, man, his
I'm-
birthday's right after mine. It's like they literally the next day.
So what are you saying about yourself exactly?
No,
You
just
said
him.
it takes one to know one.
Okay.
You think I was laughing that hard just because he said a Taurus?
No, I didn't know what
joke.
I didn't know what was funny. I was like, oh wow, he's a Taurus. Ha, ha, ha.
No, that wasn't the joke.
Jordan got the joke. Jordan got the joke.
Wow, no wonder we're so
that's OB.
unhinged as a
Yeah.
trio. We've got a Libra, a Taurus, and an Aries. What is wrong with everybody? And if you want to see our unhinged faces, don't forget to head on over to YouTube. Get Defensive
Oh,
Sports
God.
Network on YouTube. We need more views on
Subscribe,
YouTube.
it's
Thank you
free.
for listening audio, but take your ass to the
Yes.
YouTube. Thank you.
Please.
Just turn it on in the background. Don't even turn the sound on. Just have it on in the background while you're cleaning. Please.
know?
You're not doing shit. It's the dead days between Christmas and New Year's. You're not doing
Ooh.
anything.
Depending on the color of your skin, you may be doing a lot of cleaning because we
Well, and that's why I said put it on in the
play.
background while you're cleaning. That's what I just said.
I have.
That's what I
have a
just
list.
said.
I do some laundry I have to do.
My best friend is cleaning her baseboards. I will never be that serious.
Well,
My house will be clean. That's all I can give y'all. Anyway, speaking of cleaning house,
for me.
who's next?
Oregon, Texas Tech.
Oregon
This
Tech.
might be the best
this
game.
game might be the most entertaining of the four.
This might be the best.
I'm not gonna lie. This one is going
If
to be
it's
the
not,
most
I'm gonna be
entertaining of the four.
shocked.
I'm going to be very shocked.
We all picked Texas Tech. Are we sticking with it? Has anything
Yes.
changed in the last week or so
No.
to make you believe otherwise?
I
Nope,
just
Oregon
like
still
Texas
can't
Tech
run the
right now.
ball.
I just feel like I want to see them go as far as they possibly can. I liked Oregon this way last year. So sorry to Oregon,
Yeah.
but I like Texas Tech a little bit more
Oregon
this year.
still can't
I
run the
just-
ball. They're still very inconsistent on defense for me.
They
Texas Tech
they
is-
still have a bunch of injuries. I said
Yeah.
all year that this
But yeah,
Oregon
they
team
do.
was building for next year, and I
Yeah.
do believe that. I think if Dante Moore comes back, which again, apologies to you because I thought I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. You proved me wrong. I will give you that. I have to say it. I believe
He's
that if
been
I
playing
talk
well
shit,
all
I
year.
have to give credit. I'm an equal opportunist. I can't be on here talking shit and then duck and hide the fade when you prove me wrong. But if he comes back next year, which he may not because this NFL draft is light, and so people are saying he may go to the league. If he comes back next year, you hear it here first. I don't know about Dan Lanning, but I think as a whole, Oregon will be the best team in the country because almost all of their stars are coming back because this team was full of young people
Mhm.
and a lot of them got to play. Well, we'll see. It largely depends if the quarterback comes back, but that's a all-season conversation. We're not there yet. But to that end, while Dante Moore has played well, his biggest flaw, which has always been his biggest flaw, but he's gotten better at a lot of other things, is he's not good with pressure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Texas Tech
Is one of the
has
best defenses
the 1,
in the
2,
country.
or 3. Not even just
especially
one of the best
Rushing
defenses.
Especially.
the quarterback.
They have the 1, 2, or 3 best pass rush in the
Mhm.
country.
I think it's the
Specifically.
best. I think it might be.
I think it's
second
the best. It's 1 or 2. I think it's
Yeah.
1 or 2.
As the podcast
so he's
researcher, I
going
will
to-
find out.
He's going to have to deal with pressure. And then on top of that, someone who loves linebacker play, they have the 1 or 2 best linebacker in the country. Listen, I know it's Ohio State.
They
in me.
are
I don't
actually
think
fifth.
Sonny Styles. Pass rush?
Yes.
Who's
Yes, they're fifth.
higher?
Hold, please. Hold, please.
I know Ohio State.
Okay,
might
I'm
be up
sorry.
there.
I'm reading too fast. 5th in the nation in sacks. 1st in the nation with rush. 2nd in yards per carry. Overall defense,
Okay.
3rd. Defensive success rate, 4th.
That's
Yeah,
what I thought.
like,
yeah,
yeah.
I thought pass
So-
rush was definitely first. Yeah.
So it's just like his one flaw is he's not great under pressure, and he is going to be under pressure. And then
Fully,
on top,
all day.
of this, Oregon, in my opinion, still has a Mickey Mouse offense where most of their offense is plays at or behind the line of scrimmage, and that doesn't work when you have a first round pick at
Very
linebacker.
athletic defense all around. Just
True,
not
but
even
like
linebacker.
Jacob Rodriguez in particular is the 1 or 2 best linebacker in the country. He's fighting with Sonny Styles for that. He has great eyes. He's fast. He reads it well. He has a fucking month to watch the film on them, and so I think it's going to be a good game. Oregon's going to get their things off because they have a good team. They have a solid defense, and again, we've said all along that Texas Tech's offense isn't elite, so we're doing best on best, right? Oregon's defense, Texas Tech's defense is the best. Oregon's offense is the best. Like, so they're going against each other. Oregon's defense is second best. Texas Tech's offense is not the best. So it's just like, I think it's going to be a good game, but it's hard for me to see the ways in which Oregon wins unless they find a way to negate the pass rush.
I don't think they're going to be able to do it long enough for it to matter for them to win. I also think Texas Tech's offense is good enough to score points on Oregon's defense, and that plays a big role. I think we'll be surprised by Texas Tech's offense. That'll get their defense really getting their ears pinned back to go after Dante Moore, especially since they know that is his biggest bugaboo. They're going to want to do that regardless, but they're really going to put up points and really go after him.
Yeah.
And like, I know sometimes this is like stupid to talk about, but like Texas Tech is playing with house money. Like they built this roster for this. And while I don't fully think they're going to like fall off, I also don't think they're going to be Indiana where they're back here next year and the year after that and the year after that. Like no one knows what that roster looks like next year. No one knows if they're going to be able to redo this out the portal. They're going to lay it all on the line. And not that Oregon won't per se, but again, Oregon, I think, knows that they're building for next year. It would be great to win it this year because like Ohio State, if you win it the year you're not supposed to, then maybe you'll be the best team in the country the next year and you'll go back to back, which is what Ohio State's trying to do. Like, so of course, it's not to say that Oregon doesn't want to win it this year and they're not going to try, but like they are building for next year. They do know the players that are coming back. They do know the players who missed the full year with injury. They're going to try to keep Dante Moore. Texas Tech has this year. Texas Tech could easily be TCU, where they make it to the championship one year and then they fall off the next. They could easily be one of those teams, and so I also do think that that's going to factor into this game. I do think the motivation is just going to be slightly different. Not that again, not that Oregon's going to have no motivation, but Texas Tech's motivation is going to be higher. And then you have the pass rush, and so
I think this is definitely Texas Tech's game to lose.
Yes. Agreed. Good times. Well,
so we
all
have
of these
Ohio
games
State,
are happening on
Indiana.
the same day. Oh, yes.
Well, Ohio State's on the day before, and then the
I
other
was
three.
getting into that. I was getting to that.
Ohio State brings it in, and then Oregon finishes it off.
What is the 12? What game's at 12? Let's tell the people. So Ohio State's at 7:30 on New Year's Eve. What is the order of their games?
Hold
Indiana's,
your horses.
Indiana's the midday game, right? Because they're in the Rose Bowl. That's always the midday game, I think, right?
I don't know. I literally have to put.
I think so.
I was like, I actually do not know.
I'm so stupid. I don't know why I'm saying this. Like, I don't literally have it up on my iPad.
And I'm looking at it on my iPad. That's what I was like, if you would just give me a
Oregon
moment.
Is at 12.
Yes.
Indiana, Alabama is at 4 because, again, the Rose Bowl is always in the middle of the day. And
Sugar
Georgia
Bowl is
Ole
at
Miss
7.
is at 8, which
Whatever.
I don't like because that's going to be the worst game. But fine.
Ooh, I might miss a good amount of that because I'll probably be sleeping.
Not I might miss a good amount of that.
No.
Yeah, so don't do anything on New Year's Day. Unless you're like me and you have to get your life together because you're going to the airport the next day. But if you are not like me, then don't do anything.
Or your wife is tired of you watching football all year long and may drag you out the house for brunch.
It's only been a few
that's
months.
so
It hasn't
sweet.
even been that
that's
long.
what I.
It's really not that long.
We have been doing this
tell her
for easily 27 years. What are you talking
I
about?
try to tell her
In
all
girl
the time.
In girl time.
I try to tell her all the time that I picked the shortest sport.
Girl math.
I
is-
I could be a fan of basketball.
You could be a fan of baseball.
I have been watching basketball for 4 years straight.
Baseball is crazy.
Baseball's nuts. Baseball's
Baseball
actually
goes
insane.
from literally March
Literally
to
April?
November.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
baseball
actually crazy.
literally never stops.
And then the games
bro.
are long as hell as well.
I'm from September, tip of September to February.
August,
That's not
August to January.
Yeah.
Nothing
You
crazy.
know, It's
That's
not
not
that bad.
even that bad.
I have been watching women's
And it's
basketball
like
for 2 years
early
straight.
February.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
goodness.
already I already canceled my YouTube TV.
He said, "I'm
See?
done. Thank you. That was all."
Like I already
I was
canceled
gonna
my.
say,
You're not
wait,
gonna
hold
charge
on.
me $90 on the first. Everything's on ESPN. Like they're not like nothing's on Peacock anymore. I don't need
Also,
it. I canceled
very
it.
that.
I
Very
canceled my
that.
YouTube TV, and I just paid the like $40 or whatever for the ESPN thing because it's all on ESPN. Like the rest of football is all on ESPN, and the Super Bowl you'll be able to watch somewhere, like
Everywhere.
or worst case I just go to somebody's house. But like
Where
yeah,
is
I was
this? I
like,
think the Super Bowl's on Fox this year. I think.
so it's on Peacock. Yeah, I'll be alright.
No, that's
It's on
NBC. That's
Peacock.
not Fox.
Oh, Fox is Paramount. It's on Paramount.
No,
Fox
that's
is
CBS.
one of them.
That's not.
What?
It's not on Fox though. It's not on Fox though.
I don't think
Is
Fox
it?
gets the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's never been on Fox.
Okay, maybe I'm making it
CBS,
up.
NBC, ESPN,
Oh, there we go.
And it-
Everybody.
NBC, ABC.
I'm pretty sure
and
it'll be on
CBS.
Peacock. I have Peacock.
See, this
I'm
stupid
pretty
bitch is
sure
telling
it'll
me
be on
NFL
Peacock.
Plus. Don't piss me off. Do not piss me off. NFL Plus is crazy. Whatever.
So Fox does get it. They had it last year.
I was
and
like,
Fox-
I could have sworn Fox had
Fox-
it at certain points.
Fox aired it on Tubi, which I guess
Which
is their app.
also, no tea, no shade, love Tubi. Like,
It's a
sorry, we
great,
need more things streamed on
stupid
Tubi.
app. It's a great stupid app. Like
it's the
it
best
is.
stupid app out there.
Oh,
Their movies
it's on-
are
it's
so
on-
stupid.
It's on NBC, which means it'll be on Peacock.
Okay,
so
Peacock.
yeah,
It'll be on
There we go.
Peacock.
I
All right,
canceled
bet.
So if any of you are like me, if you're like me and you only have YouTube TV during football season, you can cancel it. And also, even if you're not like me, almost all of the other sports are largely on the streaming apps and they're on ESPN. So like if you
Yeah.
just get the ESPN thing, you can watch other things.
You
And this
can
is
watch
not pro
many things.
ESPN. This is just
At
pro
all.
not paying $90 a month. You really only need unless you watch cable, you really only need YouTube TV for football
Holy
season
shit,
because football is the only
holy-
one that plays across all of
All
the
these
sort
things.
of things.
No, the NBA is doing that dumbass shit too, but yes,
Yeah, but the NBA is, all of their games are also on streaming.
they
like,
are,
I
yes.
think-
I'm just
I
saying
might
it's
be able
spread.
to get rid of it because wrestling is on Netflix. I might be able to get rid of YouTube TV.
People are gonna be pissed. They'll get over it, but they'll be pissed. Dante feeds a lot of people his YouTube TV. Which, by the way, I didn't say nothing, but I saw you remove me off of there.
I had to. Two
I let it
things, two things,
slide. I
two
let it
things,
slide, but I
two-
got
two
that
things.
email. You've been removed from the household. I
things.
said,
Two things. He can't even use it. He can't even use it
I
because
was,
he's
I
not
was
in
using it for
Columbus.
ESPN.
Locationally, yeah,
I was using it.
mhm.
I was using it for all the like cable, like log in with the cable subscriber things. That still works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
even know YouTube TV worked for that. So
Yeah,
that's
it
why. Okay, I didn't know that.
It
So
does. It's just
that
too
was the one thing
goddamn
because I know if you're not in the same areas as me.
Yeah,
it does
I'm the
not
reason
Yeah.
you found that
work.
out because you moved
Yeah.
back to Cleveland and it stopped working. I was pissed.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's dumb. It shouldn't do that, but whatever. Because like you technically
Oh
have
my
your own
gosh.
thing. So
Yeah.
all right, yeah. That's
Well,
there's only 2 people
yes.
using it now. They'll be okay.
Now that
And-
okay, they'll be all
And
right.
don't forget to keep your HBO Max because you're going to need that to watch Unrivaled when she inevitably starts in a week and a half if you're a
I
basketball
don't
fan,
have that.
such as myself.
I
So
don't have
if
a-
y'all
a
could pay for the
HBO
HBO
Max.
Max, that would be great so I can log into it. Thank you so much.
I have HBO Max. I have like
you
all
do,
of the
and I
streaming
can't get, it
things.
says, I ain't telling your business, but the
the
HBO Max is not working. It's location based, but even when I've logged into it, it's like, this subscription is not active anymore.
My
And I was like,
subscription is never not active. Don't my
and that's what blew me. I was like, I was watching Holiday
listen,
Bacon Championship. Like,
listen,
what's going on?
I girl math my subscriptions.
So
Almost
do
all of them.
I.
Almost all of them are paid through my phone bill, and I have to have a phone, so they're free.
Exactly.
So like my subscriptions are always paid for because I got to pay my phone bill. So like I've
exactly.
never
No,
not
that's girl math.
like
yeah.
all of them. I have
That's
ESPN, Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix, and HBO all paid through Verizon.
If we could just stop for a moment and talk about how over commercialized we are as a society. Yes, we're getting woke because why do we have to have all of these things just to watch the same type of product? Anyway,
All right, 2-minute warning. Let's get out of here for the first time under like 7 hours. Am I the only? Am I? Did we have anything else to talk
I have
about?
one. I just didn't write it down.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one too.
I'm wondering if ours is the same.
Treat me.
My last 2-minute
yours.
report is a plea.
Oh,
It is a hope. It is a wish. It is a dream. Read books in 2026. It's not that hard. It is really not that
Actually,
hard.
quite easy.
And the age of phones and shit, it is super easy. There's an app called Libby. All you have to do is go get a library card, and then you can plug it into Libby, and you can download just about any book that's at your library. You don't even have to buy books no more. And if you don't like to read on your iPad, cool, go to the fucking library. It's still there. Like,
They're
I'm
still
not
free.
telling you, I'm
And
not
at
even
the
telling you to
very
buy
least,
books. You know what I'm saying?
You can
But
do
like-
the lazy
But Half Price
thing
Books does sell
and
books at a really
listen
great
to
price.
books.
Yeah.
Very
Or
reasonable.
listen. I still
We
think
love
you
an
should
audiobook.
read. I think that there's a specific like skill set
Hey,
with like
Dreamy.
actually reading the book, but something,
Yeah.
just one book a month. And if that's too much, one book every 2 months. 6 books. Start with 6. Work your way to 12. It really should be 12, but start with 6. Work your way to 12.
Yeah.
But please,
And
just
also,
please read. And
It doesn't
if you
matter the
have
subject matter either. Just read.
children, I don't want you to read The Art of War. You're not fucking going to war. Don't be like that. But if that's what it takes to get you to read, fucking read it.
If
Read The
rich
Art
dad,
of War.
poor
Fuck.
father,
Like-
whatever, to get you there.
Like whatever it is. And if you have kids, nieces, nephews, young people in your life, buy them books. And then if they see you read, they read, and we start to fix the fact that the fucking kids can't read. Just
The
read
children
a
are
book.
illiterate. I got all
Just
my
read a
nieces
book.
and nephews books this year for Christmas.
And we all have nostalgia. Go fucking read Captain Underpants. That's still a book. I know you're an adult, but it's still a book.
And it's fun.
Go read Junie B. Jones.
Read some.
Go
She's
read.
You
still
can
in
read
the
some
streets.
manga.
Junie B.
You can
Jones
read
is
some
still in the
manga.
streets.
Read fucking
'Cause I've
Read a
been
graphic
reading
novel.
Read Harry
Diary of a
Potter.
Wimpy Kid.
Read
Series of
just
Unfortunate Events.
read a book. Series of
Something.
Unfortunate Events.
Twilight.
Like
Anything.
read a book. Read a book. You know what I'm saying?
Anything.
Just get. That's how I started. Like, please. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
There's
And
also a great app called Hoopla. If Libby is not working
Hoopla,
for you.
hoopla.
Right. There's a
Sounds
great
like
app.
a lot
Search
of-
Hoopla. Hoopla is
Um,
also really great because you can get TV shows and movies and things like that with your library
See?
card as well. So
Listen. And the last thing I'll say is if you're like, I don't know what to read. I really don't know what to read. I'm going to give it a 43% chance that something you're currently, actually, if you're watching multiple things, I'm going to give it a 65% chance that there is a series that you are watching right now that you love that is based off
based
a
on a
book.
book.
If you're watching anything on Amazon Prime, it's probably based off a book. Amazon
video
Prime's
game.
whole shit is books.
They
Or
love
video
a-
game,
they
but like
love a book.
Amazon's
Except for
Prime
Fallout,
whole
that's a
shit is
video game.
books. Fucking Jack Reacher's a book. Bosch is a book. Ballad is a. There's if you
There
especially
are
if you're
also
on Amazon
PDF
Prime.
There are PDFs. You're right. You can download the PDFs.
Listen,
If you love
Read a book.
Bridgerton, read Bridgerton.
that's a book. I just found out that
That
was
is
a
a
book.
book. Yeah.
Yes.
Game of
That's-
Thrones is we
that
all
gives,
know that. But
that
like Game of
gives
Thrones
book.
is a book.
Bridgerton gives.
If you
book.
love the
I
Hunger
don't even-
Games,
Yeah.
read
Book.
the Hunger Games.
It's a book.
Book.
Because the books are
better than
better.
the movies anyway.
Listen.
No tea, no shade. The books are better.
Like,
Same thing with
just
Twilight.
pick
The
a-
books
pick
are
a
much
book.
better. If you like
if
Pretty
you-
Little Liars,
book.
read Pretty Little Liars.
If
That's
you
a
like
book.
if you like the Cross series or the Reacher series on
Alex Cross,
Amazon
come
Prime,
on.
books.
Read the books.
Alex Cross is fucking. There's 50 of them.
Read the
Like
books. Danielle Steele has written a book every year of her life, I'm convinced. If you go to the library, she's got a whole shelf of books. Danielle Steele books. Read them. Jodi Picoult
Yes.
books. Read
Yes.
them. My Sister's Keeper,
James-
Cameron Diaz. Read the book.
James Patterson is an easy one to get into, and he writes books for everybody. I'm reading The Women's Murder Club right now. It's about 4 women who are successful in their career. He also does Alex Cross. He also does the Michael Bennett series. He also does the Max Rider series, which is a teenage book about niggas that have like angel wings that fell out of heaven or some shit like that. He has books in every age group on every topic. Like James Patterson is one of my favorite authors, but if you like, I want to read about women, I want to read about a black detective, I want to read about a white detective, I want to read about some superhero shit, I want to read some nonfiction, James Patterson got it. You can start there, and he's in every single fucking library. Like,
I mean, everywhere.
just pick up a book. That's
James
it.
Patterson,
Just
man.
pick up a book.
Stephen
You know what I'm
King.
saying?
I mean, we don't love him
Horror,
anymore, but Stephen
If
King.
you- yeah,
Mhm.
like, just pick up a
Anybody,
book.
really.
Stephen
He
King
is.
books, like,
He is a weirdo.
He's not,
We
he's
didn't-
not
I
as
don't know
cool
how-
anymore, but
Yeah, I don't know how
But
we
his
didn't
books
know
are
he was a
still good.
weirdo based on his books.
Yeah.
But, like,
his books are still good. But you know,
Yeah.
if
His
you,
His book's
if you
got
like,
some weird shit in it.
Yeah.
if you like real
yeah.
crazy weird shit, 50 Shades is actually weird. Like
That's
it's a
a-
good
that- but
story,
that is
but it's
still a
actually
book.
weird. So
Still
you
a
know,
book.
if you're into
And it's-
sick, sadistic, crazy people,
It is blowing my mind because I didn't. Why would I know this when someone told me that 50 Shades of Grey was Twilight fan fiction?
Yeah. Yeah,
No.
that's
Yeah, it's
what it
Twilight fan fiction.
Yes,
It
it
No
no,
is.
like
way.
Yes, it is.
it is. That is
Yes,
an
it is.
actual fact.
Yes,
It
that is a fact.
started
Yes.
as Twilight fan fiction,
She saw the Twilight films and wrote fan fiction, and now you have
and
50
then
Shades of
turned it
Grey.
into a book. It is
50 Shades is so far beyond Twilight with how
basically
My favorite
she
fact,
saw
yes,
it is.
she saw Twilight and said, "Why are they not fucking?
Why they not?
Like-
why they not doing
why are they not
BDSM?
beating each other?
I don't understand this. Why
are
are
they
she
not in
not
the
in
red
whips
room?
and chains?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Wow.
No,
This
but
should be
that is
so
a-
much sexier. I don't
Yeah,
get it.
that is a what, like she was like, why is this shit for teens? Like that is a 100% fact. It is Twilight fan fiction.
It is.
Wow. I mean,
It
okay.
is.
She said, me personally, you don't know what I would let a vampire do to me.
Do to me.
Wow.
You just don't get it. You just don't get
Freaky
it.
frogs. Women can be freaky frogs too. Just
She
letting
said-
you know.
she said-
Like
she's-
nasty. What do you
She
mean?
said, I got my monster fucker card right here. And I'm going to write about it. I'm going to
I
write
am in
about
hell right now. What?
it.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Read a book.
And if you can't read a
please.
book, read a magazine. Just do some reading. Please read something. If you got to get the ESPN, no, if you got to get the Sports Illustrated body issue, just read something.
They still make that?
Please. Yes, they do.
My God.
But it's much more
Oh my
inclusive
It's
now.
God.
very inclusive and
you
it's
don't-
very tasteful.
Yeah.
It's very tasteful. I love ESPN. I love Sports Illustrated
But
body. It's one
Sports
of my favorites.
Illustrated, Sports Illustrated, I think is all online now.
Is it?
I don't know that they still print it.
I haven't
Like they
seen a
used to.
printed
Whichever.
version of
Read.
it in years.
Even if you're just reading the names of the athletes and what sports they play, read.
Something.
And read out loud.
Yes. Read to your children. And then make them read back
You're
to you.
laughing.
Read
but
to yourself.
nieces,
Shit.
nephews.
it is like it makes
It reinforces the
I just want you to
information.
read-
Yeah.
I just want you to read a book.
It also
Please.
helps with nerves and stuff like that with talking in front of people and things like that.
Oh, yes. It helps
Mhm.
with look at us. Look at us
And
doing all this important
I
knowledge.
still prefer a book in the hand, but also if you don't and you love technology, it's even easier to read because when there's a word that you don't know, you just
Oh my
you
God,
just
Just
yeah.
long
highlight it
press
and look it up.
You just long press it and it defines it. Like every app does that. Libby does it. Kindle app
The
does
actual
it.
books app on the Apple
The Books app does it.
phones.
Like just long press it, hit define it, tells you what it means. It's all right
It'll
there. Read a
also
book.
say the word for you out loud so you can
And
hear
we'll
it,
say the
so
word
you
out
can
loud.
pronounce
Read a
it, so you
book,
can
please.
pronounce it.
That's
Yep.
that's it. As we go into 2026, I
Reading
want you to
hasn't
read a
been
book.
so much easier for everybody to be so illiterate. It's shit's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Information hasn't been so much more accessible and everybody's ignorant. It is actually crazy. Like everything is Googleable. Now, granted, is Google
Yeah.
a bumfuck idiot now because of AI? Yes. But everything is still Googleable and you just got to scroll to the 14th page to get
I was
the
about to say,
information.
never read what
Yeah.
Google says itself.
Yeah,
Click
yeah.
on
Right.
a
Just go
website.
down to the 17th page and find what you're looking for. But either
Yeah.
way,
And if you want my
Please.
stats, I read 59 books this year. While
okay,
also
so you don't have to
being in a
brag.
stock program. No. It's not bragging. It's saying like I'm reading, which
kidding.
is why
Yeah.
I'm saying read a book. Like I'm not just saying read a book. Like,
Read
I started
things.
reading.
It wasn't any books, but I
But
definitely
like
read
I started,
things.
and the thing is, like I started reading at the end of 2024
Mhm.
because I watched the Jack Reacher series and the Alex Cross series, and I remembered that they were books, and I started with those books, and half of these books are just them because both of them have like 20 books. Like half of the books
Oh
I
my
read
gosh,
this
the
year
series is so
are just
long.
like going through the series, and like James Patterson's like a super easy read. The Jack Reacher books aren't as easy of a read, but like the James Patterson's one are a super easy read. I picked up half of these books just by like reading the Alex Cross thing, and it piqued my interest because I was watching it on Prime. Like there is something that you are watching on TV that was a book. Pick it up. That's it.
Witcher.
Who's next?
And
The
my
Witcher, I
2-minute
believe,
warning
is a book.
is
It is.
my 2-minute
Mhm.
warning is a complete deviation from this topic, and that is that niggas is going pro and then going back to college. I don't know what
I
is
didn't know
going
you could do
on.
that. I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know you could do that either. I
I
am
thought you
so.
give up your eligibility once you go
I
into
thought
the
you
That's
did
what
classroom.
it
too.
was
I'm so
supposed to
confused.
be.
I wanted to bring this to the table because I thought I was stupid when I saw that whatever that child's name is signed with Baylor. But then I was like, well, maybe because he like played overseas and he didn't necessarily play in American college system, that's why he was able to sign. But now there's all this conversation about that Bulls player who played like fully in the NBA already, and now he has colleges calling him because he has 3 years of eligibility left. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this
How?
right now. That is not gonna work. Like that is going to be such a problem. if niggas can really get drafted and then go back downwards, that is going to be a feedback loop that the NBA and college basketball does not want. I'm so sorry. And I don't even understand. Again, I thought you voided your eligibility when you got drafted. Like, am I stupid? Did I make that
Once
up?
you
Well,
enter the
just
draft,
a couple years ago, they had to change the rule that you could go back if you entered the draft because players were going undrafted.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So like I don't know how they
That's
can do
funny.
this.
But then they
because
got drafted. So if you got drafted already, bitch,
That's-
how do you have years of? I'm confused.
That's the part that I don't understand.
I'm confused. I don't know where they found the
like
eligibility.
you're a legit pro now.
You are
like,
professional. How are you going to be able to come back to college? And I get it. Like,
Is it like if you didn't play a single down or any minutes or anything like that?
No,
I
the
don't
one
know,
dude played.
because-
Some of them are on 2-way contracts.
some of them are two ways.
Oh yeah, you're pro because you're still playing.
You're
in
a
the-
professional athlete.
the G
So here's
League or
what
whatever.
I'm going to
the
say
fuck?
with that. I believe that if this is something that actually gets
Are they doing
allowed,
the MLB thing?
huh?
Like the MLB baseball thing where you could get drafted but still go back and play baseball in college. Like you could get drafted but continue to play in college.
I guess so. I don't know when this became a thing. This obviously
This year.
This is recent.
Yeah,
I know
definitely
one
this
thing.
year.
This will be the death of the G League if this keeps going on. And I'm not too mad
Yeah.
about it. But
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it. But this will be the death of the G League because if I can make $45K playing in the G League, but I can go to Baylor and make $2 million, I'm going to Baylor. I'm going to play out my 4 years, and then I'm going to increase my chances of getting actually drafted and playing on an NBA roster. Who the fuck needs the G League anymore?
Honestly,
And that's just,
in my opinion, they fucked over college basketball anyway by allowing you to go to the G League and not go to college.
yeah, yeah.
Which, I mean, not that many people were super successful in this G League, so it ended up not working the way that they wanted to. But
Yeah.
I thought the G League was always supposed to be, I went to college, didn't make it, I still wanted to
I wanna
play, sign a
develop,
2-way
yeah.
contract, that kind of thing.
It's
Letting them
still
go to G
that
League
too.
from college, like, it was a little
It's
weird.
both. It's both. You can still do that as well. Like it's you could go straight there, or you went to college but you didn't really develop enough to be in the
Yeah.
NBA. But you're
But the pay
almost
from
there.
the G League is not worth it when you are comparing it to the pay that you could get as an NIL athlete at a big brand school. And then the thing about it is, because there's already parity that's starting to enter into the men's basketball space in a different way because these schools have the money to pay for the athletes that they want. So that's already happening. So if I get a guy who was on the Bulls and he's played on a professional roster, but now he wants to come play at insert, I don't know, underwater basket weaving University of East Toledo because they have money. Well, now we're just creating a feedback loop that's going to get
really
real
weird. That's some
real
really
weird. But I just couldn't believe that when I saw
The only way,
it.
the only thing that would make sense to me is that you can't go back. You could be
Right.
drafted,
Yeah.
but you're not fully ready. You could be drafted by that team and then go to the and then do another year of college. And then after that year, you could either go to the team that drafted you or re-enter the draft, just like
Yeah.
how baseball does. But
Yeah.
going into the league, playing to the
Fully?
league, and then going back,
That's
no.
insane. I'm sorry.
You're
What?
done. You're done. You
Yeah.
gave
That's
up
crazy.
college. You gave
Yeah.
up that. If you want to go back to school, cool. Like,
Cool.
'cause
Do
you got the
whatever you
money to
wanna
do
do.
But you
that.
can't
But
play.
like, you can't
Yeah.
play.
And I think-
No.
And I think when you put it up against the situation that happened with that D3 track runner who was like working overnight shifts and was basically like doing everything he could to pay for school, and then his community basically came together and paid his tuition, and the NCAA kicked him out because they
What?
basically
Yeah.
Yes, y'all ever heard this
Yeah.
story?
That's
Wow.
a
They kicked
handout.
him out because they
That's
basically
a
tried to say he
handout.
got paid to run at the school.
It's a handout. Yeah. You can't
When
take that.
was his community creating a GoFundMe because he was literally working his ass
He cannot
to
use
death
that. Nope.
to go to college.
He cannot use. He can't use that. Nope.
And so I'm like, if the NCAA has this standard for D3 athletes, then I don't want to be even having conversations about letting fucking NBA niggas back into college. You should have been better. I don't fucking know. Because I've never been a fan of the fact that you have to do one and done in the NBA. I feel like it needs to be 2 or 3. Because the guys who do one and done, unless your name is Cooper Flag, like you're going to ride the bench for the first 4 years of your career. Like that's just what's going to happen. So just play in college for an extra couple years, increase your draft stock, and then you have the ability to play. And it's always the guys who played for more than a couple years that go into the league and they're actually pro ready. So to me, y'all should be staying in college any goddamn way.
I've said it once and I've said it again. the people who are good enough to do one and like legitimately good enough to do one and done could have just played out of high school. I think they need to reinstate that you can come in out of high school, and if you go to college, you have to go for 2 years. Cooper Flag didn't need college, right?
He
Like,
didn't need
like,
it. Yeah.
like Zion Williamson, whose career didn't work out because of himself.
Yeah.
He could have played
He
in the
didn't need
league.
college.
That year of
Yeah.
college didn't fix that for him.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But Zion
Dante
should have stayed
said
longer.
no.
Listen,
No.
Zion should have stayed longer. But like the thing that
He
they
was
saw
one of those
in,
people that need to be in college for 2 to 3 years.
I
Because he has no
agree.
straight
discipline,
to the-
though. Not
Right.
because of his skill, because he has no discipline.
No, because of his skill. He
I'm not a Zion fan, so
Listen,
I'm not going to argue with you. I think that
whatever
nigga
the
is
point is,
whack.
we don't have to argue. I just think like the rare ones who could do one and done, because so many people do one and done and it doesn't work.
And you're
the
not the
rare
rare one.
ones who
Yeah.
can do one and done can just go out of high school. Everyone else, I think you should do two.
Mhm.
That would also save the sport because it would give back name recognition. We don't know who any of these
We
players
don't know
are.
who any of these people are.
People still to this day don't know where Anthony Edwards went to college, and he was a good
don't know
college
where he went
basketball
to college
player.
either.
He went to Georgia, and they had a little run. They had a little run in the playoffs.
The Bulldogs? Them
Yes,
Georgia?
but and it's not even. He didn't even go to a little school. That's the
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
No one has name recognition of these players anymore because of one and done.
Because of
Like
one and
it's
done,
just
yeah.
like it just.
I've never been
yeah.
a fan of one and done, and that's actually what's making it hard for me to get into the NBA because I don't know who any of these niggas are. But I also understand and recognize that the guys that I know, they're only playing for another 2-3 years if I'm lucky, right? Like the guys that I know are filtering out. So who are all these people? I now am a Cade Cunningham.
Hey,
I am now a Cade Cunningham fan.
He's a throwback.
You laid on the
Hooper.
train. I was about to say you
Yeah,
laid
he's
on
a
the train
throwback.
too.
Hooper. Yeah.
I'm now a
He's
Cade
been
Cunningham
doing
fan
this for the
because I've
past 4
learned who he is.
Yeah.
But a lot of these guys, I'm like, I don't know who you are. I don't know what college you went to. I don't know when you got drafted. I don't know who your daddy is. I don't know what's going on. Like, I just, so to me, I think that would help college too for them to stay in for a couple of years, but especially if we're going to be doing this kind of nonsense. So that's
I
my 2 minute
will say
warning.
this. I will have to say this. I think you actually know. You saying that you don't know who these players are is actually still very kind of recent. I would say the last draft class you knew was definitely John Morant, Zion Williamson, and you knew those players.
Yeah, I knew them.
coming
Yeah.
into the league. That wasn't.
But
that
that's
long
like
ago.
10 years ago
couldn't-
now.
No,
No, it's like 5-6. It's 5-6.
which is crazy.
COVID added 3 years to our lives, so that therefore it was 10 years ago. Thank you. Like anything that happened prior to COVID, I don't know what happened. I have to go back
Listen.
and read books and watch shows from before COVID because I completely don't know. I don't remember.
We
I
have
did-
before
I will say
Christ,
because of-
after Christ, after death, I guess, and then after COVID.
After COVID, BC
Add
and
add
AC,
another-
girl.
add
I
don't
will
another
know.
say,
one.
I think it's because of COVID. I stopped watching Invincible. Like, so-
Not because of COVID. And then
just
I don't know if
think
y'all
I
been
think
fighting to
so.
seeing.
save the day, but really, I just like to fight.
I don't know if y'all been seeing that the bubble clips from the
Uh-huh.
bubble have been resurfacing on Twitter. I have thoroughly been enjoying them. The
Like
NBA
the bubble basketball.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They were like, man, this was insane
Uh.
hoops when you really think about it. And I was like, yeah, these niggas didn't have nothing else to do but play basketball for the first time in their lives. But
Yeah.
anyways, that's my 2 minute warning.
Dante,
my
what are we
2 minute
ending the
warning.
show with?
My 2 minute warning is, and I'm gonna make it quick, but Larry Bird, in my eyes, is not a top 5 player. He has fallen. He has fallen out of that category a long time ago, I believe. But I would just like to put it out. Like, I'd like to say these things. Like, remember a few years ago I said Aaron Rodgers was overrated. Still believe it.
Yeah,
But,
Still believe that. Need him to put the
yeah.
football down.
please.
But he just didn't want to get sacked this past Sunday. That's really what it was. He didn't want to add
They were
to that
so worried
man's
about
record.
Myles Garrett, they forgot that they actually had to play offense.
Yeah, but yeah, Larry Bird, honestly, and I've gone back and watched these games, and I've gone back and looked at the numbers. Larry Bird only was in the top 5 because it was the 80s and 90s. Now that we had 2020s, he is no longer
Not
a
the
top 5 player in my
2020s.
eyes. Yeah, we're halfway
you
through
know,
this decade.
I don't disagree with you.
We're on the other end of it.
The only thing that I will
Please
add
shut
to
up.
this, the only
My
thing
bad.
that I will add to this is I just think that we need to let people be better than people. Like I understand that we have the nostalgia and all these
Yeah.
other kind of things, but like it's okay to be like, I love this player. He was great in his era. This player is better. Like I think that's just fine to do. People don't want to do that. I don't think you're
I feel like that's
people
like
are gonna
half the
hear
reason
that,
with the MJ LeBron conversation is people literally just cannot let go.
and people
of
are gonna
MJ's
hear that
legacy.
and say
And
that
it's
you're
okay.
disrespecting Larry Bird, but it's like you're
Nope.
not.
It's
No.
okay.
You tell me like
It's just people have just
we
been
don't
better.
have to we don't have to do the
That's
10
all.
again because we did it before. Like we can say that maybe for the off season, but like you gonna tell me that like Larry Bird is better than Tim Duncan? Tim Duncan
Like,
came after Larry Bird. Like, you got to give it to Tim. Like,
we have to be
you got
serious.
to. Like,
we have to be
just,
serious. And Nikola
you know.
Jokic is going to be one of the best centers we've ever seen. Sorry to Wilt Chamberlain, but like he's going to be one of the best centers we've ever seen. Like it just is
If
what it
he
is.
wins another championship, they're tied in championships.
Like it is what it is. He already is about to take over close to Russell Westbrook's triple-double, record, and this nigga hasn't even. No, like we have to be serious. We have to be serious. Records are meant to be broken. Players can be great in their eras, and that's just what it is. Larry Bird is an interesting one to bring up. I never talk about Larry Bird when I talk about the GOAT to the game. Sorry to Larry Bird, but
And that's
Sorry,
why, like,
man.
because there's still people who have him above Kobe, and it's just like he isn't. Like, just win. Like,
Above
why?
Kobe's insane.
Larry Bird above Kobe Bryant? No
Yes,
way.
people-
Okay,
people
so the show
do,
was over
yeah.
because I don't know what those people are talking about. Thank you for listening to Power 2 Podcast because
As always, thank you for
What?
listening.
She said, boy, this is bringing out the mud with
like, excuse me, I'm gone. Thank you. Like,
Good.
I'm
Well,
logging off.
As
I
always,
told
thank
y'all I
you
don't
for
like talking about
listening.
nonsense.
We will catch you next week. We're not doing that.